What's going on, guys? This is Angus and a huge welcome back to the channel. Super stoked that you're here. Thanks so much for clicking, and you're in for a treat today. Today's going to be a mixture of basically having some sick footage of me eating. I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite meals that I've been eating pretty consistently while cutting in terms of for lunchtime. We're going to be going over how I've been going in terms of my prep. I'm currently 7 weeks out from competition, which is really exciting. Been dieting down nicely, losing weight every single week, so I'm going to be dropping some insight there. So you're going to be seeing some some footage of me eating this big ass salad that you would have seen a bit of footage of before in terms of the preview trailer. Going to be eating this, which is going to be glorious. This comes in, I think it's about 1.5 kgs. My salads are typically pretty big. And then so we're going to be having some sick eating footage, and over the course of this you'll also be seeing some footage of some of my lifting. You'll be seeing some footage of some of my posing, and some voiceover while this all happens, because voiceovers are sick, as well as some time-lapse action, some tunes, and all in all it's just going to be a pretty sick video. So would highly encourage that if you're a returning subscriber and you get some value from this video, make sure to give it a like, make sure to comment. I'd really appreciate it. It'd be awesome, because that means that YouTube gods will get my videos seen by more people. And then hey, if you're new to the channel, 2 reasons why I'd subscribe if I was you is, number 1, you get to see some of me up in your mobile face style. And reason number 2 is that it's just going to be every single video a mixture of value and content while being entertaining at the same time as well. So strap yourselves in, get ready for some sick music from No Copyright Sounds. I'm going to start eating, and let the voiceovers and time lapse begin. 3, 2, 1, and voiceover Angus mode engaged. So once again, massive thanks for stopping by to check out this video, legend. Most appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. So as I said, with it being summer / autumn or whatever, and with me cutting, I just absolutely love big voluminous salads because they're so easy to be able to keep creative. They're very filling. You still stay light while you're eating them, and they're just absolutely awesome. Just obviously be aware of hairs floating about, because sometimes you'll catch them landing in your salads. So let's throw that out. But anyway, let's kick off with some footage of training. So I haven't been recording much of my training these days at the moment, because I'm just focused on trying to get the workouts done due to fatigue, and obviously longer that you're in a calorie deficit, it becomes harder to maintain pushing and moving the same way that you usually do. So just fighting the power, and here we have a bit of footage of me doing front squats recently. So was doing some power work as well as some strength work. I managed to pyramid my way up to 115 kgs for 2 reps. I believe this is me here doing 110 for working sets of 3, and still able to hit depth, still able to flow effectively. Finally starting to see my quad separation and veins in my legs come into play, which is sick, because for me, I tend to find that it's my legs that come in last in terms of where I lose fat from. At the moment, I'm about 7-ish weeks away out from competition at the ICM West Coast Super Show, so it should be sick. My plan is to compete in fitness this time around, so that should be cool. First time competing there, given that I'm used to bodybuilding based competitions and divisions, so it should be pretty sick. But so really enjoying training, something that I look forward to every day, even though it's hard as fuck. It's always a challenge, but hey, as I'm sure you can relate, you always feel good afterwards. So I've been focusing on hitting basically all muscle groups, at least 2 with you know, up to 3 times per week depending on what I'm training. And yeah, basically just hitting various rep schemes, trying to aim for a decent amount of volume, tracking lifts and stuff like that, as well as using my Fitbit, which I find pumps out some pretty sick data, so that's cool. Some parts that I basically dread training are traps, arms, calves and forearms, just because they're just boring, but hey, get the job done nonetheless. This footage here was me at my recent trip in Queensland, where I was at World Gym in Upper Kimura. It was absolutely fantastic to train there, trying out some cool machines that I've never used before, like this one, which is where you can do front and lateral raises, and yeah, really hit your traps and your medial delts and front delts and stuff really well. So yeah, absolutely love that gym. If you're around that area in Queensland, 10 out of 10 for sure, recommend that you go check it out. It's probably one of the best gyms that I've trained at. Now, some random tips about salad if you're looking to bulk it up for not many calories. Some good additions to salad are things like tomatoes, cucumber, and mushrooms, and carrot. They make for awesome additions to salads. Something I typically put in most of mine, and then I switch it up in terms of sweet and savory sauces based on, yeah, what I'm feeling keen for. Now, in terms of how my rig is looking, fairly happy with how I'm dialing in, seeing more and more vascularity and definition and stuff coming in across, well, my whole body, and it's awesome. Something that I'm really aiming to focus on over the course of the weeks up to this competition is, yeah, just getting more in flow with posing, because I find that posing for this division is a lot different to what I'm used to, and trying to just get the mind-muscle connection down pat in terms of, yeah, the various areas. Obviously, when it comes to this division, what they're looking for is, you know, the V taper, having nice wide lats and shoulders, and then nice small waist, and the ability to be able to flow with posing. So it's something I'm focusing on a lot, and something that I'm going to be focusing on, yeah, obviously a lot lead up to this competition. Fingers crossed with a few layers of tan across my body, and under some decent lighting, I'll come in looking half good. So fingers crossed for that. Obviously, like, you know, when it comes to this sport, you're training and eating to be able to look a certain way, and you're getting judged on your aesthetics. So it's just it's an exciting scenario. But then in terms of my goals, once this competition is done, based on how I go, you know, we'll sort of, I guess, determine where I take my training and my eating moving forward. Obviously, been following me on social media, you would have probably seen that I had an awesome time at the Spartan race over in Melbourne, and it's got me thinking whether I want to, yeah, start really training and eating to start focusing on performance as opposed to basically pretty much just aesthetics and staying strong. So we'll see what the future holds. Obviously, future videos will get some more insight when it comes to that sort of stuff moving forward. You know, I guess a piece of advice that I can give you when it comes to slaying the game for yourself is to always keep your bigger picture goals, you know, at play and in focus. So that way, when it comes to the micro day-to-day stuff, you are just focused on what needs to be done in the day. That's going to be helping you to move forwards to the bigger goals in terms of monthly and quarterly and stuff like that. So yeah, really hope you've enjoyed this bit of insight so far in terms of Angus voiceover. Let's keep eating this salad, and yeah, stay tuned and keep trucking. Fat loss is a hard game, so as much variety and food enjoyment that you have up your sleeve, the easier, dare I say it, that it becomes, irrespective of whether you're competing or not. So good. And boom, there we go. What a solid feed. Like, something like that fills me up, makes me feel good. I don't feel bloated or heavy or anything like that. And yeah, really, really good. This is something that, especially through summer as well, while cutting, I've just been loving having big ass random salads, and obviously they're really versatile. So like, I usually have one of those packet salad mixes as kind of like the base, and then like to vary up, I guess, the sweet and savory components in terms of what else gets added to it, and then vary up the dressing. So that way, you know, variety I find is just the biggest thing when it comes to cutting and sticking to a fat loss plan. Is like, you want to be having as much variety and control up your sleeve as possible, and then that way it's just a means of hitting food targets as you go along, and Bob's your uncle, you're in a calorie deficit and the shreds are with you. So really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got some value from not only just seeing me eat, but you know, the voiceover knowledge bombs and stuff that you would have heard from before. Really hope you enjoyed them. So hey, if you're a returning subscriber and you like this video, give it a like. Let us know how you're getting on your own journey, and what value you took from this video in the comments below. And please, if you're new to the channel and you like this video and you want to see more of my lovely face pop up in your mobile, make sure to press subscribe. It'd be awesome to be sharing in your journey and having you as part of the community. And please, if you want to see more, yeah, just good shit, check out my social links below. You can add me on Instagram or Facebook, and yeah, we can connect some more there. Either way, I'll see you next time in the YouTube world. Have an awesome rest of your day.